like it never ends. Back again, square one. Tried to leave myself behind, looking for a better place, not to stay alone. Gain our trust and you chose to break it. Ask for truth but you only fake it. Thought you said what we had was sacred. It's all lies, all lies. I was broken and isolated, but inside held the fire waiting. Not a word that you say can save this, so don't try, 'cause this time you crossed the line.
Welcome to the Fray Flak Pack. It's Termex here, and welcome back to another Borderlands 3 build video. And in today's build video, yes, things are a lot different from when we last made our build videos. I'm kind of glad I took a little week or two off of some of my great build ideas I like to come up with, and now we have a new level cap, which is level 72. And honestly, it was very unexpected. It's a lot of levels. It made a lot of our gear obsolete. And honestly, it's kind of been a pain in my ass trying to refarm some of this stuff. So, I want to thank the people in my Discord that provided me with some of their loot drops that I could use for today's video. Big shoutouts to them. Alright, now into the skill trees. We went far enough into the Stalker skill tree so we can get the capstone. We are not using URAD with this build. No, URAD alongside the O.P.Q is no longer, I guess you could say, quote-unquote meta. And neither is 200% splash, because that also got a nerf. So, we are going to be rocking next to mags, so the power inside is going to be a great perk, alongside Fast and Furious, because we are going to be above half health most of the time. Now, over into the purple skill tree, I did put 5 points into the Trapper tree, just so I can get the extra reload speed. More reload speed means you're going to be not shooting less, so you get to shoot more, equals more damage. Now, as for the Hunter skill tree, we did go far enough into Megavore, so we can get that extra % crit chance, even though we're not even hitting our crits. Of course, we have Galactic Shadow for the crit damage, the most dangerous game for all the beneficial buffs, big game for all of its buffs, and Two Fang is going to be a different one here. A lot of people are going to argue the fact that Two Fang on the O.P.Q is not worth it, but I think if you have any automatic weapon with a single pellet, I believe Two Fang could always benefit from this. I've seen double shock explosions because of Two Fang, so overall I think it is completely worth to put points into this, but everyone has varying opinions. If you don't want to do this, put those extra points into Hunter's Eye alongside Second Intention. And finally, the Master skill tree. We could finally go far enough to get the freaking Great Horn Skag, and if you wanted to, this is completely subjective to how you want to play, but if you want to take these 5 points, pop it into blue, and get Barbaric Yop, you would actually get more pet bonuses with the Great Horn Skag when it comes to your damage. I just think, me personally, I prefer the extra reload. You could always get more damage, but I think that this build does so much damage, it's not needed, because, you know, it's just a little nitpicky thing with me. If you want maximum damage, ignore the purple tree, and if you don't have purple tree, put it into the blue tree and get as many points into Barbaric Yop as you can. I don't know where the country accent happened there. But yes, we are going to be rocking the Great Horn Skag as previously mentioned. And we are using 3-shot fadeaway. We are using Until You Are Dead for the extra post-cloak duration buffs. And Unblinking Eye just so we can get a little bit more damage. But the premise of this is just to basically proc our next two mags and our ASEs as often as possible. And as always, guys, I never use Guardian Rank when it comes to any of my builds on this channel. I do not use the bonus stats, perks, and or anything. Just not how I like to play the game. So everything you see featured does not have Guardian Rank enabled. Except for true takedowns, I do subject myself to using it during only true takedowns. Just because some things such as Groundbreaker will be disabled during those clips. So it's not reliant on certain perks. Just want to make that clear. Alright, heading into the inventory. It is pretty, well, bland. And I kind of want to keep it this way. I wanted to center it around a specific gun. And let me go through this stuff one by one with you guys. We have the O.P.Q system. Now mine is 33,000. I do not know if that's low. I do not know if that's high. I noticed Moxie got a 32,000 today. K6 got a 34,000. So I really don't know the best range of where you want this gun to be. I've noticed the higher the damage, the lower the magazine size. So really go with whatever you want, but I think the O.P.Q system is one of those guns where the weapon parts don't really matter as much, but they do matter more now that anointments have been changed to be more character specific. Next up, we have the needle gun. This is another weapon that got buffed, a 200% buff to this. I decided to toss it into this build because I was going to make a completely separate build around this weapon, but quite honestly, I don't want to milk the same build using a different gun in a different class mod. So I'm going to throw this into the build because you cannot barrel stuff with the O.P.Q due to its shock explosions basically one-tapping you. So the needle gun will be your up close range, or maybe the things that you can't really hit, the needle gun has you covered, and it does a crap ton of damage. The bullets lock on, all that fun stuff. Over into the res. Yes, it's a 65 res, but the level of this weapon has no meaning. It's just a utility weapon to revive our pets, so our pet can in turn revive us. Now, I do want to explain that next to mags is going to be next to mags corrosive on the O.P.Q, and next to mags incendiary on the needle gun. Now the needle gun itself, I just had that roll and I decided to keep it because it fits it pretty well. But I did spend a healthy chunk of iridium trying to get the corrosive on this, just so it's the most versatile weapon it could be, especially during Wotan and basically the whole Maliwan takedown. This thing is a beast. Over to the shield, yes, I got a level 72 revolter. I don't have the clip, but I got a diamond key and I got 2 different revolters in my freaking armory, and honestly, it couldn't have been more perfect, to be quite honest with you. I did have a choice between this double absorb or a double, I believe it was fortify and health. It was basically 10% extra health alongside a health charge, but I decided to go with the 30% absorb because I thought it would be a little bit more tanky. I spent like 20,000 iridium trying to get this anoint on it. It's been pretty fun. I'm happy I was able to get this. It got this build video out to you guys sooner, so thank you RNG gods for actually blessing me on this day. Over to our grenades, I do not have leveled up Hunter Seekers quite yet, but we are using Radiation ASEs because we don't want to ASE stacks with the rest of our weapons, and Radiation is just a very reliable element and it's very versatile. Next we have the Pearl of Knowledge. No, it's not 72. When I run through the DLC again and I get a 72 Pearl, I will definitely be putting it in my builds, but it's only been like 30-ish hours since this update came out, so I haven't really had time to do that. I've basically went to go farm an O.P.Q, opened up the diamond key chest just to see if I got anything good, and I got the revolter, and I farmed a bounty hunter comm at 72, and I can't begin to lie to you. When it comes to RNG, for some reason with Borderlands has been blessing me. Now I don't like the splash damage roll because I think it's been, I could be completely wrong with this, the comments will probably let me know, but I don't think the shock explosion on the O.P.Q counts as splash damage. If I'm wrong, please let me know. I might be wrong, but you know, it's not a perfect comm, but it's a pretty nice comm. The Atlas crit damage and the weapon damage are amazing, benefits the O.P.Q entirely. Doesn't really help out our needle gun too much, but the main focus of this build is the O.P.Q. But that is enough chitter chatter from me. Let's get into some gameplay because that's what you guys really want to see. You did see a little cool, I guess, montage in the intro like I always do, but yeah, I don't know what else you expected. The O.P.Q is just an amazing weapon. It melts through basically everything in this game. And the fact we're getting the 200% from the revolter, we're getting the 100% next to mags, we're getting the 50% ASEs, and all the other benefits from our skill tree. This gun is just a monster. And really, I haven't found any problems with this build other than that right there. That happens if you get too close. And the only other thing I would recommend is go for an ASE incendiary grenade. Also, I do have this I have this included in the save file as well for your PC players, and I want to touch on that a little bit. Now with crossplay, I am actually trying to work with a few people in my Discord to see if it's now possible to transfer saves from PC to Xbox. I'm sorry, PlayStation. Don't be mad, PlayStation players. PlayStation themselves didn't want to do it. It's not Gearbox's fault. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But let's show off the needle gun a little bit. This is just going to be your secondary when maybe your O.P.Q runs out of ammo or maybe enemies are too close. And this gun is really freaking fun. As you can see, it shoots pretty fast, and you do a crap ton of damage. The bullets are basically homing projectiles onto the enemies, so you don't really have to aim too much. The homing isn't that powerful. You still have to aim within their range. I'm just mentioning this because not a lot of people use the needle gun because it was generally known to be a pretty bad weapon But now with the 200% buff, it is actually pretty freaking good. I could see this competing with some of the other SMGs. But yes, guys, that is my O.P.Q system flak build. I do have a lot of flak builds in the works. I just have a lot of farming to do, so I apologize if some of the build videos are delayed for you guys. I'm working my booty off to get these builds out. And if you want to download this build for yourself, make sure you download my PC save file. Link is in the description below, alongside with a video showing you how to use PC save files if you've never done it before or you're kind of lost with that. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure you leave a like on it, as it helps me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel if you want to join the flak pack, and hit that bell so you never miss out on another video from me. And join that flak pack Discord if you are wanting to stay more connected with me. And yeah, we have a bunch of fun things in there. You guys will enjoy that. But anyway, hope you guys have a terrific day, and I will see you guys later.